Hold up. Let's make this little. Should be good. Hello. I have a verse that I'm gonna talk about a little. Matthew 5:16. Let your light shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. So, when it says that they may see your good works, obviously our good works should represent Christ, and whatever we do, Christ would also be doing. If it's something that Jesus would not be doing, it probably is a sin, obviously. So, and it says, and glorify your Father which is in heaven. And that's what our work should do. They should be Christ-like. Everything that we do has to be Christ-like, and it should honor God. The same mouth that we use to hate others, we also use to glorify Christ. That's just something to keep in mind. And honestly, everything is kind of just like a mindset, I've realized. Like, if you're trying to defeat a sin, if you're just thinking, okay, I can't go do this, I can't go do this, I can't go do this, that's probably not going to help you defeat that sin. But if you think, would I commit this sin if Jesus was sitting right next to me? Like, if he was right here, would I, like, yell at someone and say something bad about them? I don't really think that, I feel like that would stop a lot of people from committing that sin. And I don't see a lot of people doing that, but that's something that I would like to emphasize a lot on. That, would you commit that sin if Jesus was sitting right next to you? So keep that in your mind whenever you're struggling or you're tempted to commit a sin. So that's just something to keep in the back of your head. So there's other verses that talk about all that you do, you glorify God. And it's similar to this verse, all of our actions should glorify God. And everything we do should be honoring of Him. And like I said, you need to think, would I commit the sin if Jesus was sitting right next to me? You know, so like when we keep that mindset, and when we like begin to just completely cut out all of these bad addictions that we have, there's something else. Colossians 3:2. Set your mind on things that are above, not on things that are on earth. So everything down here on earth is temporary, but heaven is eternal, and so is hell. So you can like think of us being on earth, that's kind of like just a mission trip, just to get people to come to heaven with us, you could say. But we need to remember, we can't like put something before God. The other thing is, like, include God in everything that you do. Like, if you just are playing a sport, include God in that. Like, say a prayer before or while you're playing, or you're playing a game. Just talk to God in like the back of your head, just to keep Him involved in everything that you're doing. Oh shoot. But that's something important to do as well. Something else I think is like really important to touch on that helps you not commit a sin is like going to God and pray about it. Pray to God for strength, and if you're tempted, there's a great verse, Philippians 4:13. I think a lot of you have probably heard of it because it's quite popular. But like, we can come to Christ and we can do anything through Christ because He strengthens us. Christ is living in us, like the Holy Spirit is living in us. So that's something else. If you're tempted to make a bad joke or something that would offend someone, you can pray to God and ask for strength, like to not say this or to not go do something bad. Like, just remember, would you commit it with Jesus sitting right next to you? Because He kind of is always right with us, because Jesus is everywhere. And that's another really important thing, to remember. It's also kind of a cool fact, and we know that we're never alone, and we don't have to be lonely because God is always going to be with us, right? So we don't have to be scared because we always have Jesus. Also, so like, if you guys ever have a verse you want me to talk about in a video, just put it in the comments and ask me to talk about it, because I'm willing to. Or if you just want to join a code and talk about a verse or something with me, I'm fine with doing that. God bless.